Everyone falls into one of these 4 levels. Most people don't even make it out of the first 2, but the wealthy, well, they go through all 4. The real question is, in which one of these levels are you? So in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly what each level is, exactly where you stand, and the most important part, how you can actually level up. Because if you want to achieve financial freedom, it is key that you go ahead and master all 4 levels. And make sure you stay until the end, because I'm going to tell you the biggest mistake that people are making at each level that's preventing them from leveling up. Level 1 is called survival mode. If you're stuck living paycheck to paycheck, you're stressed about bills, and you're just struggling to get ahead, you actually fall in this category. You're not alone. 40 to 50% of people stay in this category their whole entire life. And sometimes it's not always their fault. You have low income, you have high interest rates, cost of living is going up, bad financial education growing up. There's many factors that affect this, but there are 40 to 50% of people that stay in this category their whole life. Now, some signs that you're in the level of survival mode might be that you're relying on credit cards for day-to-day usage. You don't have an emergency savings fund. I'd say at least $500 to $1,000. You're constantly worried about any unexpected bills. And lastly, maybe you don't have any real investments. You're just honestly struggling to get by. Now, the biggest mistake that keeps people stuck in level 1 is the fact that they're always saying they're going to save later, but later never comes. If you don't fix this problem, then when you make more money, you won't know what to do with it, because you'll still have your same bad habits from living paycheck to paycheck. So you'll just spend more money and be stuck in that same cycle. Now, how to escape survival mode. Step 1, I'm going to tell you to go ahead and create an emergency savings fund, at least $500 to $1,000. Step 2, I'm going to let you know to cut all unnecessary spending. Yes, that even means the $50 a week coffee or the $12 Netflix subscription. Whatever it is, cut it. Third, I'm going to tell you to go ahead and start working on additional sources of income, whether that means a job switch, whether that means learning new skills, or whether that means some type of side hustle. Get started in that. Step 4, do not increase your lifestyle. If you get a promotion or you get a better job or you start making money with your side hustles, do not increase your lifestyle, guys. This is how you stay in level 1. And last thing here, guys, remember, level 1 is not the level to where you start investing heavily. This level is to focus on you getting stable, so that way you can start investing consistently. Level 2, comfortable mode. If you're in this mode, then you probably have some savings, you've done a little bit of investing, and you're not living paycheck to paycheck. But you're still not financially free. If you're in this level, then that probably means that you're heavily dependent on your job to maintain your lifestyle. So some signs that you may be in level 2 is that you have 3 to 6 months of monthly expenses saved. Another sign could be that you're investing. Not consistently, but you are investing some. Another sign could be that you are not worried about any unexpected expenses. And lastly, one of the most important signs, you're still relying upon your job. Now, one of the biggest mistakes that keeps people in level 2 is that they become comfortable and complacent. They feel like they've done enough, they're not stressing or struggling, so they have no reason to try to push harder. And because of this, they never reach the additional levels because they stay comfortable in level 2. Now, how do you level up from level 2 to level 3? First, I'd say invest 20 to 30% of your income. Second, I would say don't overextend on a house or a car or anything like that. Third, I tell you to go ahead and create a side business, rental properties, or invest in stocks to create additional sources of revenue. And fourth, I will focus on bringing in more income, not just focusing on saving. The real shift from level 2 to level 3 is that you are not focusing on saving anymore. You're focusing on making your money work for you. Level 3, wealth accumulation mode. Now, if you're in this mode, you should be excited. I'm excited for you. Only 10 to 20% of people ever even make it here. So this is an extreme accomplishment. Your money is now making money for you, and your investments are growing consistently over time. Some signs that you're in this level could be the fact that your investments make more than your salary. Another sign could be that you have several sources of revenue: rental properties, dividend stocks, businesses, even more, angel investing. Another sign that you're in level 3 is that your money is compounding without you actively working for it, okay? So you've ever heard that quote, you're making money in your sleep? Well, yes, if you have a business or if you have rental properties or any other type of investment, that money can be making you money literally while you're sleeping and not having to actively work for it. Now, one more sign could be the fact that you don't have to work. You're working because you want to. That's very key. You're working because you want to, not because you have to. Wealth accumulation mode. Now, one of the biggest mistakes that keep people from going from level 3 to level 4 is lifestyle creep. And I know I mentioned this in level 1, but it's important on almost all aspects. In level 3, people who make more spend more. So to give you an example, that's sometimes how 6-figure earners can stay broke. Now, a few ways to level up from level 3 to level 4 can be to make the most of tax deductions. Invest into retirement accounts, use your tax deductions for your rental properties, and go ahead and have write-offs on your businesses. Because you have these different streams of revenue, you are open to more tax benefits for your income. For step 2, I say scale your passive income. That means take more money and throw it into your dividend stock so you can get paid more every quarter or annually, however your dividends are paid out. Maybe it's to automate your businesses so that they can run functionally without you and you have more time to invest in things you love doing or more revenue sources. It could also be to go ahead and invest in more rental properties, and maybe you get a property management company to handle that for you so you don't have to worry about the stresses of day-to-day ownerships of a home. And step 3, just stay disciplined. Just because you can afford the luxury car does not mean that that's in your best interest. You have to avoid the lifestyle creep. Lastly, I'll tell you this, that at this level, the key is not just generating money. It's making sure that this money is not only lasting you, but it's lasting generations. At this point, we're thinking about generations after us. Level 4, financial freedom mode. In this mode, work is optional. Your investments make enough money to cover all of your living expenses, and you're not worried about a thing. Some signs that you're on level 4 is that you're focused on your legacy wealth, your impact, and lifestyle freedom. Another sign could be that you don't rely on a paycheck at all. Your investments, well, they take care of all of your expenses. And lastly, you are in control of your time. Now, one big mistake that could keep you out of this level, or maybe in this level for a short period of time, is that you have the attitude that you made it. That all of a sudden you don't have to keep investing or growing your income. But in order to stay here, you have to make sure that you are steady reinvesting and you're growing your revenue. So to stay here, step 1, let's make sure that you're not overspending. Just because you made it doesn't mean that you need these multi-million-dollar homes, these $500,000 cars, fancy clothes. You made it to financial freedom, and that is somewhere that most people never get. You don't want to kick yourself out of this level. Step 2, you're going to actually invest in your generational wealth. That can mean becoming a philanthropist, teaching kids, and most importantly, setting up trust so that way things are preserved for the future. You are setting up generational wealth. And step 3, I want you to find a purpose, because most people who get to this level and retire early, they seem lost because they don't know what they have left to do. One thing in level 4, you want to make sure that you're finding whatever your purpose is, and you want to question, what do I want my impact to be when I leave this earth? What will people remember you by and what you've done? That is one of the most important things of all. All right, so now that you know all 4 levels of wealth, the question is, where do you fall? Are you in survival mode? Are you in comfortable mode? Are you in wealth accumulation mode? Or are you in financial freedom mode? Let me know, drop a comment down below. And if you want me to break down exactly how to go from each level, let me know down below and subscribe, and you can get notified when I make those separate videos. Remember, the goal isn't just to make money. It's to build wealth that will last your family for generations. Until next time, I'm Marcus, your host here on Zero to Wealth, and I'll see you on the next episode. Peace.